I'm Lewis W. Curtis, born and raised in Lincoln County, and matter of fact, in Delrose, Tennessee. I left the county back in 1944, the latter part of 44 and first 45. Drafted into the service, military service, and served and didn't come back here until the year of 2000. Worked in a lot of different places, different cities, and also stayed in the military service sometime during some occupation duties in other countries. And as a result of that, I sometimes wonder why we here in this county still have this thing of when you have a public meeting, which is what we advocated when we were setting up democratic governments over there. The public meetings where the public's supposed to be able to get up and say something. But here, in order to get up and say something, you got to go through some special procedure. But over there, we told them, you just raise your hand and get up and say something. I said, so that's one of the things that I think you need to look in the charter and see that's one of the items that they're fixing to correct. And then another thing is we talking about the term limits. I said, now why is it that the President of the United States can't stay in office with just a certain length of time? The governor can't stay in office with a certain length of time. But yet still, we feel like these commissioners need to get in there and stay because they're getting educated on the job. Now sometimes they're getting educated against you. They're getting educated for their own benefit. I said, so we got to be careful about that, and let's look at that and wonder why do we need all those commissioners up there? I said, it was a time maybe when we did need them. I said, but now most of all of you got some education, at least 8th grade, or high school anyway. I said, so therefore you read the paper, and all of you have radios and TVs now just about, whereas years ago you didn't have nothing. So why is it that now we can't make an adjustment and use some of that modern equipment we have and get information? So I think that I would just ask you to look at the charter, read it carefully, and say that Lewis Curtis, he read it thoroughly, and he has no reason to make any statements at all that's going to put any benefits in his pocket other than the fact that he's just concerned about the citizen here because he's 87 years old, and he knows that it won't be too long before he'll be saying farewell to you. But I wish you well. Vote for the charter.